Hey everybody, Dano here, and welcome to another Studio Apes tutorial. Today we'll be talking about green screens. I'm going to show you some techniques I actually use to key out the green color out of my scene. The footage I'm going to use today is this footage, but you can actually use any footage you have. I'm not going to have this online to download anywhere. It's a part of a project I'm creating. But if you have pictures or you have your own green screen shot, I'm going to show you the techniques I use. So what I did here, after I keyed this guy out, my actor, I placed him in this shot. So I have the city as a background, the clouds moving, a little bit of reflection to simulate a window. And yeah, it's a pretty sexy thing, huh? Okay, back to the tutorial. The green screen. First thing you gotta do is, of course, create a composition. I know how to do that. Create a composition, give it a name, and add your footage into your composition. Once you have the footage in, we're gonna go to effects. You get keying and then color key. The first thing we're gonna use is color key. With the color key, we're gonna filter some of the green. If you look around a little bit, get that green. And then you get with the color tolerance, you can actually get as much of the green out as you can, but without damaging your footage. If you turn this way up, you can see in the black here that it's really taking away parts of my footage, and we don't want that. So with the green here a minute, we'll balance it as good as possible out. There. That's the first step. The second step is I always take another color key and filter another type of green. You see, you have one is clear and one is a bit darker. And the darker part, we do the same thing. We up the color tolerance to just before it distorts our footage. You see here again, we have a small distortion. We don't want that in our footage. So there we go, pretty nicely. Yes. Okay. The reason I do this is because we don't have professional lighting. As students, we try to work with whatever we get and whatever we have. Actually, when you use green screens, you have to have very good lights, especially on the green screen and on your actor. The green has to actually be completely filtered, completely one color. So it has to be very bright, no shadows, and that's the way you get your best keys. But as I said, as students, it's very difficult to achieve this on a low budget. What we'll do then, what I'll do now is actually, I'll go to color key again, and I can never find this effect right away. 1 second. It's actually in simple choker. Here it is. We'll add some simple choker on it, and we're going to pull this back to about 100. Just all the way back. It doesn't go more than 100. So here. And what we did now is that we have some smooth green color, and it's already animated. So if you just render this out a minute, you can see the green is actually just moving around the actor. Now we're going to key this green out. Go to File, Effect, Keying. We're going to use Key Light. With the screen color here, you get the color picker. With the color picker, you choose a very nice green. There you go. Actually, I forgot to mention one thing. Before I use my key light, I always like to put a solid under. So we go by Layer, New, Solid. And a solid, I like to choose a very bright, different color, like a little bit of pink, magenta color there. And that we place on our footage. Now we can see all our edges. So when we're keying, we can really see the difference. What I also like to do is I also like to make new solids. And we throw in a white, and also a black. This way I always cycle through them. So okay, how will my key stay on the white, and how will my key stay on the black? You see over here it looks very nice already, but once you throw it over the white, we see the errors, and with the magenta we see even more errors. Okay, so as I said, in the key light you go, with the color picker you choose the green, you filter the green out, but as you see it's still not perfect. What we'll do here is in our view, in the key light you go by view, and the final results we change to combined matte. Okay, over here you have the scene black. You can see it's just black and white, and actually everything that's white is what's still visible, and everything that's black is hidden. So inside our black you can see there's some white spots, and those are the spots that's kind of leaking, so it's not really completely gone. What we can do to fix this is we go to our screen matte. So in key light you go to screen matte, you find clip black, and clip black you just start raising it until you can get a nice, oh that's too much, see the hairs, keep raising it until you get a smooth, a really black scene. So remember, this is actually not green screen, so that's why everything is white and it filters a little bit. But the black part is our green screen that we used. Okay, now to do the same thing, we're going to do the same thing with white. But instead of going up, we go down. About here, it's actually just a full white. We have some black leaks here, so what we do is again, we lower the black. Play with it a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I play with the black and the white, the clip black and the clip white, until we have a pretty smooth, a solid white and a solid black color. So now we go back to final result, and we can see already the key is pretty clean around. There's no more leaks nowhere. Of course the edges, but we'll get to that just now. What we'll do now is in combine matte, you get a screen shrink grow. This I usually put around -1.5, and then already shrunk the edges a little bit. And with the screen softness, we can put them up a little bit. If you see what the screen softness does, is the edges, it makes them very smooth. It gives that a soft effect with the edges. So I usually play with these things. I should put it like around 2.5, 2. And this shrink grow is actually a bit more difficult because you can really take away a lot from the actor on that, and you can really take a lot out of the actor as you see here, and we don't want that. So what we'll do is we'll really put a low number, -2 just about, maybe 2.5. Oh, -2.5, that is 2.5. There. Pretty smooth, you can still see the face, nothing's going wrong. I'm just turning it on and off. But the effects here, in front of the name of the effects, you get like an effects font, and when you click it, you can actually turn it on and turn it off. Okay, now we have our key light up. The next step we'll do is we'll add a matte choker. We'll go to Effect, Matte, Matte Choker. What the matte choker does is it looks a little bit more on the edges again. So if it's on, It removes a little bit of the edges, but you don't always have to use this. Right now I do not have to use it, but sometimes in some scenes I do. So just play with the matte choker a little bit, and if you, this again is the softness, the edge softness you want to get, and the choke is what makes it smaller again. It really eats up the edges. So right now I don't need it because I have pretty smooth and clean using the key light, screen shrink grow, and the screen softness. Sometimes in a few footages, I don't really have that problem now, but in a few footages you get the green screen is reflecting on the clothes or the skin. When you're filming, always try to avoid this, but yeah, sometimes it's kind of hard to avoid. So what we have is, if you go to effects, you go to keying, and you can get a spill suppressor. And the spill suppressor, you choose your green color. Actually right now I can't choose it, turn it off. You choose your green color, and you say that color you want to suppress. Actually, you see it's changed. You just remove some of the green of the blinds over here, but actually the rest you can see it. But my actor doesn't have any spills. His face doesn't have any spills about or his clothes from the green. So it's not really working right now. But this is a very good technique if you do have it on your clip. That's basically what I always do to green screen my actor. And what I usually do now is, since our green screen is really small, I just use a mask on the footage. There. And now our actor is completely alone. To show an example, what I can do is now, to show that this is empty, you got the white space here, but that's actually my composition's background is white. So if I put black, I have a nice black, a magenta color, and the white color. And what we can do now is actually place any footage you want. Let me see if I can get my city. I've created the city here. And you can basically put anything you want. You can even put clouds. Oh, it's pretty small. You can put clouds, and when you play it, so yeah, basically right now you can put anything you want. It's important. What really sells your work is actually the compositing you do afterwards. So it's always handy to, after you green screen everything, to put some color correction. You can use color correction in the actor. You can once you put your background, you start using your blur. You put some other color correction on it. So reflections, anything, just to create to sell your shot. But right now the tutorial is about green screening and how you can actually green screen. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I'm gonna play around a little bit with this, see if I can get like maybe a heavenly effect. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you guys have any tips, if you guys have any comments, please leave them in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys think. Even if you guys tried the techniques I used, show me them. Send me send me some messages. I don't know, comments. Put your link. I'll look at them. Just yeah, have fun. I want to thank you guys for listening, and I'll be back next time with another tutorial. Bye.